Hello. I hope you're doing well today. Sorry you can't really see my face too well, but figured I think we're okay with that. I'm not much of a looker, as you can kind of tell. Winky winky. But yeah. I'm just kind of venting my day to you so far. Um and I'm just going to disguise it as everything's going to be okay. I will go ahead and start off with, if you are feeling bad, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like nothing really matters and you'd rather just go pick up a vape and smoke it till your 20s are over, I get it. I felt like that maybe 2 weeks ago. If those 2 weeks ago were just an hour ago. But I saw the sunrise today, and I thought everything is gonna be okay. For whatever reason, I've had a change of heart. Um, at a time where I'd be watching the news like it's the playoffs, I have been going outside a lot more. You can't really tell, but with the camera that you are watching this video on, I have been taking a lot of pictures. A lot of pictures that mean something to really just me, not so much as something that I'd upload to Instagram or really put anywhere. I'll put a few on the video that you're watching now, but for the most part, I've been doing things for me and only me. Like things that I'm not even keeping score as to how much they are for me, because they are just for me. And that's kind of what this video is really about. A little insight. I used to do music, hence why I have a C214 in my hand right now, complete with a shock mount and a little pop filter. Don't look at my cables behind me. Don't look at those. You're not allowed to look at those. It's actually illegal for you to look at those. Let me move the camera over here. Bam. Yeah. I used to do music, and it used to be so self-destructive, and I loved that about it. I loved the fractured artist, the person that, is putting his all into his music for no other gain than just expression. And in a way, I have grown out of that self destruction. I've grown out of that self deprecative way of looking at myself. Um, and that that little gremlin, that little creature still lives in the back of my little noggin, but that's not me anymore. That's maybe a me that existed when we were doing drogas maybe, when we were smoking weed and drinking beer and drinking vodka every night, a little bit of that moonshine. But that's not me anymore. And it feels good to say that, I can't even listen to the music that I was listening to back then, when I was hating myself and hating the world around me, because I've grown up, because I've experienced so much of the world now. And while I'm not happy every day. I am happy today. And it's not me choosing happiness. I definitely had to go through a lot of hardship to get to the point where I'm like, man, I'm not going to just roll around in bed all day and think about blowing my brains out. Whoa, got really dark. But, if there's anything that that I would encourage you to do today, that makes me feel better when I feel down, because I have been feeling down recently. It's to do something for someone else. And that's really hard to do. Maybe it's, just holding the door open for somebody. Maybe it's paying a compliment to your waitress or whoever takes your order at McDonald's, complimenting someone's nails or the shirt that they're wearing, or, man, if you can, this is like a mythical pull. If you can pay the extra dollar that somebody's missing on like a gallon of milk, that'd be fantastic. If you have the money, you go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or whatever corporate conglomerate is consuming society for you at the moment in time, and you pay for the person behind you. That'd be fantastic. Tell them, it's an early Christmas gift. Tell them Santa came by. That'd be great. I'm going to go ahead and detail what I did today as a little thing that I did for someone else other than myself. And that is, I made a matcha latte for my beloved partner. Now, in some ways, this was a way for me to apologize to her for the way that I treated her last night. We had a bit of an argument, and, I feel like I played enough of a role in that when she had called me early in the morning, before she was supposed to wake up for work, it made me feel like she might wake up late for work. So I thought I will apologize to her in person. I'll go ahead and bring her something for me. It's not so much as, I know she's going to enjoy it. I know she's probably going to drink it on her lunch break. I'm not expecting her to. I have no skin in the game outside of I want to do this for somebody that I care about and that I can't afford to lose, and that I wake up every night thinking maybe I'm not good enough for. And I was like, I'm going to make a matcha latte for her. And I'll go ahead and, detail everything that I did to make that matcha latte. And I'll probably splice in some recordings of me making this said latte just for demonstration purposes. So I got this blueberry jam with no high fructose corn syrup or anything, and they use this jam whenever you get Belgian waffles at this place called First Watch. It's not the exact same, obviously, but it made me think maybe it'd be good to add to this matcha latte, because there's a drink at Tindrum. It's like a blueberry matcha that you can get, and they put like a blueberry jelly at the bottom, and it feels like that's what was in the store when I bought it. And I put that in a mug with some milk, and I twirled it around a little bit, and then I microwaved it for maybe a minute and 10 seconds, and waited for that to kind of melt some of the jam, stirred it around a little bit, and then I went ahead and measured out the amount of matcha that I wanted to put, and My girlfriend is very receptive to caffeine, so I thought maybe don't put too much, maybe don't put too little. Just a little something to wake her up, towards the end of the day. Because I'm expecting her to still want her coffee in the morning. And then this was just to kind of dazzle her day towards the latter half when she's a little more tired and she has like lunch in her and everything. And I put 3.5 grams of matcha powder. I got it from my local Japanese store. Little nice lady and everything there. I won't, put too much emphasis on where I got it, but it's not particularly ceremonial. It's not particularly fancy, but it's very green, and that's like very important when you're buying matcha. And I went ahead and added that to the mixture with some of the blueberry jam chunks, and I went ahead and started stirring it, and I added a little bit of orange blossom honey from my last job. Honey doesn't go bad or anything, so it was a-okay to add into it. And it was pretty sweet. It wasn't the sweetest thing, but it was really good. And I thought, what better to add to it other than cinnamon, my favorite spice. It's what I would go on a conquest for. If I was looking for something to conquest for, it would be cinnamon. So I added maybe 2 dashes of cinnamon, just going 1, 2, just like that. And there's still a lot of excess that I could have filled in the little jar that I was using, but I figured she might want to have this iced, so I went ahead and filled it to the brim with ice, crushed ice from my refrigerator, and I started stirring it around and everything, and I was like, oh, this would be great. And I went ahead and made myself the same concoction, but I added a little bit more honey, and I added 6 grams of matcha powder instead of the 3.5 that I put in hers. And I made sure to thoroughly label them, where she had the blue top and I had the gray top. And, I thought about when I was driving over to her place, I wish that I had prepared her, told her that I was planning to come over. I had texted her, of course, and left a few calls, but I never fully told her that I was going to let her know that, hey, I'm planning on coming over. And just kind of appeared out of nowhere. I waited maybe 45 minutes in the parking lot, just, twirling my feet, listening to my audiobook and everything before I realized I should probably call somebody in the house. And I called her mother and I let her know, hey, I'm down below. Well, I didn't call her. I left a text message, but, I came in and said hello to everybody. It was like 7 in the morning, basically, and I just went ahead and let her know that I'm really sorry for the way that I treated her last night. And I went over the whole process of how I made the matcha tea, and I told her you don't have to drink it all. You don't have to drink it in front of me. This is not to make me absolved of any of the things that I've done, but I would like to have you know that I made this for you because I was thinking of you. And she really appreciated it. We kissed and hugged, and I told her I was going to get out of her hair because I told her the whole reason I came was A, to apologize, and B, to make sure that she got home, she woke up on time for work. And I went ahead and told her that I was trying to make her matcha tea. So if you got nothing out of that story, I'm just trying to tell you that you will probably, most definitely, absolutely, guaranteed feel better if you do something for someone else and get outside of your head. This doesn't have to be you making a matcha latte for some random person on the street. This could be you calling your mother, your father, your grandmother, your great grandmother, your uncle, your aunt, your significant other, and telling them just how you feel and how much they mean to you. And, kind of going off of vulnerability and coming from a place of understanding that they could just grab all these feelings, all these little things that you've told them, and just fucking throw them back in your face. And you just have to be okay with that. Now, if you are just encountering somebody on the street, maybe they don't have that kind of power over you, but you could always hold the door for somebody at the mall or at a restaurant. Probably don't do it going to the bathroom, but that'd be something you could do. And you could always, help somebody when they have dropped their wallet or something, or maybe they can't reach, something on the top shelf from Walmart. You could just step in and be like, "No, I got you. Don't worry about it, sweetheart." You just pass it to him like that. I don't know. Do something for somebody else and get out of your own head. That's it. That's the whole video. You sat through maybe 20 minutes for me to explain that you will probably feel better if you do something for somebody else. That's not you. That's it. See you.